Haha, nearly left myself muted. Hello and welcome to the video, and thank you for checking out my channel and my playthrough, my hard difficulty challenge mode playthrough for Hogwarts Legacy on the PlayStation 5. So the rules for said challenge run are playing on hard difficulty, no unforgivable curses, no dark magic upgrades, no ancient magic. Oh, my controller's dying, 1 second. No ancient magic finishers unless it is scripted. Before we carry on, I need to swap over controllers. The blue controller is dying. Or is it purple? It's one of the two, so I need to swap over. Full battery here. The blue or purple, I can't remember what colour this is, died, so we need to go back to the white one. I need to chuck this on to charge, so we are prepared and ready for when it decides for the white one to die, basically. But yeah, so that's the rules of the playthrough. In the previous video, my internet just died on me, so the video ended after like 40 minutes. I've been having a bit of internet problems recently, had like an engineer come out. They said they fixed the problem, they gave us a new modem, and it should have fixed it, but apparently there's still a little, couple more like sort of kinks that they need to work out with our internet, but hopefully, sorry, just be 2 seconds, you just sorting my business out, got all manga in the way, so just making a bit of space here. Oh shit, I think I just crushed that. Is that damaged? Did I just damage that? No, I think we're okay. I thought I may have slightly damaged. Yeah, I did at the top. Oh. That's not good. Slightly, I'm not sure if you can even see it. Right about there. Like sort of bent it with the weight of the two Vizbigs. Got a Dragon Ball Volume 2 now, which is volumes 3, 4, 5. As well as on Rurouni Kenshin. I haven't started reading it though since I've gotten onto Volume 5 of Kenshin. And with Dragon Ball, I'm not so much reading it as being a nerd. I'm following along with the anime so I can see where the filler is. And if there is any substantial filler, I make note of it, and I say substantial, if there's like 3 or 4 minutes of filler plus, I make note of it on my little piece of paper. But yeah, so when the previous part ended, cut out early, I basically had to just finish my conversation with Deke, because it wouldn't let me save the game while mid-conversation, and I couldn't end the conversation without answering Deke's question, basically. Which was what atmosphere I wanted for this room. How long do they take? Oh. Yeah, I'll grab those before we go.
This will be more useful when I have something to identify.
So yeah, I can't remember what I picked, but I've now picked my atmosphere. Ah, it was Dittany leaves that I needed, so let's just make another one. There we go. So that should be... We've got 9 Wiggenwelds. We shouldn't be struggling for Wiggenwelds now then, at least. Or struggling in combat. Map chamber requires level 10. Right, we'll just do these two by here. Acquire and use a venomous tentacular... Acquire and use a mandrake on multiple enemies. Okay. Do I have a mandrake? I have a venomous tentacular. But I do not have a mandrake. Okay. So we'll do that now. Magic Neep. No, it's not that one. A plant shop. Yes, that one. Right, sorry about that. Evie was asking me to get bananas as well as grapes, but I already got the grapes. But I will go later to get the grapes also. No, the bananas. Wonder, can I put you on now? Tell you what, this hearing aid, it's a whole bloody process of learning. Because you put it on wrong and you get this horrible squeaking noise. Which is the hearing aid's fault. But then you put it on wrong and you don't quite get the audio coming through. And then you do get the audio coming through and you put it right. And then you remember your ear is shit now, so it doesn't come through nicely anyway. And then you just don't have a clue what you're doing.
Hello. Whew. Sorry, I'm in a bit of a tizzy.
Okay, I think I got it. I think that's... Lower it down a little bit so it's not... Okay, I think I got it as good as we're gonna get it.
By the way, Beatrice Green is the name, but you may address me as Madam Green.
I see.
Welcome to Dogweed and Deathcap.
Ah.
Mind you don't knock the mandrakes. Oh, if there wasn't the
I got myself the Bond collection. Everything except for the newest one, so 24 or 25. In that last stream, I went away and got a cup of tea and the stream just ended. I was wondering if you had gotten cancelled as the... Oh, no. No, my internet has been stupid recently. And it just cut out. I've got like a new modem. And it's annoying because I got like paying for good internet or like, you know, high internet speed. So I should be having good internet. Got Virgin and it's just been a bit shit recently. But no, thankfully I didn't get cancelled for saying Fanny on the stream. That would have been hilarious though.
Oh, I'm always thrilled when a young one makes a wise purchase. I can tell you'll go far. But your things will be safe with me till they're sold. Doors always open. You be sure to stop by soon.
Yeah, it has its moments where it's good, and then it has many more where it's not. Right, so we've got to use a venomous tentacular. I think I can just... Can't I just chuck it? There we go. And now I need to find multiple enemies and use the mandrake on them. Be right back. I'm going to get a cup of tea. I don't blame you. I myself have just made myself a cup of tea before the stream. So wise decision. And fingers crossed my internet... Let's go out of the way here. That's another thing now that I've... I found out that I weren't putting the hearing aid... Like...
Finals all finished.
There we go. Ow.
What have you done?
Not much. Oh, we're so close to leveling up. So let's just kill some goobers until we level up, is it? Oh, wait a minute, that reminds me. Wrong button. Which one is it again? There it is. I gotta get some Petrificus Totalises on the go. Nope.
This day's gone on too long.
Oh, it has, hasn't it?
Tell us.
Someone...
Alright, I'm going to avoid the dueling feat just so I can get the 4th Petrificus Totalis. I won't lie, I was not expecting to get 4. Because like I say, other than just get into the map room with with the other 2 houses, the only achievement I have left, or trophy I have left for this game, is to defeat 50 enemies with Petrificus Totalis. Can you even do this with a spider? I'm not even sure. Ah, so you can. What? Even the big one?
Cursed fiends.
No, the big one! The big one! Gotta run up that way. But yeah, I got those Bond movies. I've started watching them. Thoroughly enjoying them so far. So I did Dr. No. Very much enjoyed it. From Russia with Love. But I did it the other way around, because I watched Dr. No with Evie about 5 or 6 years ago. And we came, like, I don't know if Evie just didn't enjoy it, so we just never actually continued watching them, or what. But we watched Dr. No and started from Russia with Love. And weirdly, I remember more about the say half an hour of From Russia with Love that we watched than the entirety of Dr. No that we watched. But that was fine. So we watched those 2, and then I watched 2 and then 1 over the last few days. Well, I got them on the 10th, and it's the 13th today? What day is it today? It's the 13th. Yeah, so I've had them for 3 days? 10. And I watched For Russia with Love. 11. I watched Dr. No. Yeah, that's right. Dr. No and Goldfinger. And then yesterday I watched Thunderball, and today I've watched an hour of... where's my...
Confringo.
Let me just do this first. I'm losing my train of thought here. You Only Die Twice. I started it. I was going to watch it all in one go, but then I thought if I don't stream now, I may not stream.
It's so tricky after all, Merlin.
Hey, you got a level. And so far, my favourite has been Goldfinger. Not that, and it's not even close, but it's not up for debate. I really enjoyed Goldfinger. I thought it was phenomenal. It is by far my favourite of the 4 that I've seen up until now. Same as the villains. I thought Goldfinger was great. I can't remember if he had a different name. I'm sure his name was Goldfinger off the top of my head. And Oddjob, I found him so funny. Like, I'm not sure if you were supposed to find him entertaining in that regard, or if he was supposed to be like intimidating. But I thought he was so funny. I found him so entertaining to have on screen. Chucking his hat. The fact that he was just like some relatively short Korean guy, I just found it entertaining for some reason. And then the fact that he was an absolute monster and just basically did not take damage made him even cooler. And he didn't mess around. He killed quite a few people compared to the other villains in Bond. Like, shot that guy and then crushed him, threw a guy off a bloody, like a walkway. And I'm sure he, killed the 2 girls, painted one of them gold. Presumably he painted her gold anyway. So, you know, like, did not mess around at all in that movie.
I've completed my assignments,
and then Thunderball, which was my least favourite so far. I enjoyed it, but I wasn't the biggest fan of all the underwater stuff. There was just, especially the like the final big battle, about 15 minutes, is just people shooting harpoons at each other underwater.
Requires a bit of concentration.
The only thing I don't like though is this is the case for the Bond movies. Like, it's so boring.
When executed correctly, you should be
So
able to
you just
pick
got
up
the movies
bolt
names by here that you
as
can't
a
see, I don't
safe
think.
word.
So, yeah, you can see it there. You got the side, which the side is nice. Like, it's simple. Well, this is being too close to my tea. It's warming up. It's really simple. It says MGM 007, and then by here, it's got the year, like 1962 to 1977. So those are the Bond films that this one covers. Oh shit, that was close. And then inside the one that I showed you, where it is by here, there's 2 more of these in there. And then it has whichever movie. What's this one? The Spy Who Loved Me. Whatever the next one is after that, up until the end of the Pierce Brosnan movies. And then the final one has just the...
I've set some crate out for you.
No, we're all good. Then the final one has just the Daniel Craig movies. Oh, I've done what I need to with that. I just need to go to the potions class. Oops. But yeah, so far, Goldfinger is my favourite Bond that I've watched over the last few days. My favourite Bond, I think, is still GoldenEye. I really, really loved GoldenEye. It'll be difficult to rate it objectively and not have the bias of nostalgia. As far as I'm aware, it's the first Bond I ever seen. Or at least Pierce Brosnan is the first Bond that I was proper aware that I was watching. And same with GoldenEye. I know, like I mentioned, I know I've seen the Bond where... I'm sure it was Bond that he was like really long hair, all scraggly, and then they gave him a shave and stuff, and then he came out looking all suave. If I had to guess, I'm going to assume it's either on Her Majesty's Secret Service, because it goes from Sean Connery to something Lazenby, or it could be Diamonds Are Forever when it goes back to Sean Connery after Lazenby has that one movie. Could be Live and Let Die, because that's the start of a new Bond. Or it could be... So I assume it's either Roger Moore's first Bond, Timothy Dalton's first Bond, or Sean Connery's final Bond, or Lazenby's only Bond, is what I assume it is. It's got to be one of the transitional points.
Good. You should be ready
except for Daniel Craig's and Pierce Brosnan. I know it's not their ones.
Let your mind wander.
Depulso! It's a good spell.
You've got it now. If you'd like to practice, and I think you should, perhaps best.
Alright, Teach. How about you shut up? I don't need your advice.
Your classmates about the halls. I suggest having a go at the enchanted books here.
You see, I deliberately didn't do it, because when you do it, it's like, oh, it's just refreshing to see a student who actually listens, or something to that effect. So I just want to wind him up now. I was like, no, I ain't doing it. Alright. I'm going to do this quest, and then we'll get into the main story. I'm only going to do this one purely because, you know, broom will come in handy. In Super Mario Maker 2, I found a level which... Let me just read a bit, because I can already see that it's running out. No, it's not. Yeah, it did run out. In Super Mario Maker 2, I found a level which is just a 450-second time waster. Just walk really slowly and take damage once the run is over. Wow. So what, you just... That doesn't sound fun. Well, fair play to them. I assume... that's fair enough then. As long as someone enjoyed it, innit?
Wonderful.
Ah. I'll take that. Shocking. Why are you shocked?
Hello. Mr. Weeks, is it?
Albie Weeks at your service. Welcome to Spintwitches. Apologies if you came by before and weren't able to come in. Shop's been closed since trade routes were disrupted. Had to travel as
I
far
got
as
back on my
London
cup
to
of
meet with my
tea
supplier.
and cake, and
And
your
I've only
stream is
just
still
returned,
live. But then I
thankfully
suppose.
with inventory. I
Oh
presume
no,
you're in
I
the
did say
market for a new
Fanny.
broom?
I said it
Got
when
a few
you
rare
when you
Uweavers
first brought it
available.
up.
Ember
I
dash,
haven't
silver
called,
arrows,
I haven't
broom
directed the
whistles
word
too.
Fanny at
No matter
anyone
what broom you choose,
yet.
you'll be pleased. They're all exceptional, both in
Because last
quality
time I
and
said
performance.
people who are offended are a bunch of fannies, you see. So I directed it at them. So if my stream goes now it's because I did technically
Sounds quite the
direct the
array of
word
brooms.
fanny at
I'll have a look
a
around.
group
Thank
of
you.
people. So now we'll see what happens. Could you imagine? Alright, I need... How much do I need? 6... Oh, god damn it. Oh, well.
Nice doing business with you.
I didn't want to sell this, but I'm going to have to now. Spy broom. Can't buy that one. Oh, what are you? Dark lightning? Oh, well. Moon trimmer. The ember one is the coolest, so we're going to go for the moon trimmer.
You'll be thrilled with that broom, I promise
I'm
you.
sure I will.
Whilst nearly any broom will certainly be a step up from the practice brooms in Kagawa's class, they all have their limitations.
Limitations.
You seem to be a flyer who might be interested in, say, some enhancements.
So the one thing I did like about that...
Knew I was right about you. I think you'll be quite
this guy
happy
talking
with the
distracting
performance
me.
of any broom at lower
Thunderball
altitudes.
is that the
But you
song
may
for like the
notice that
intro
speed
song
consistency
is
tends to falter as you
sung by
rise.
Tom Jones,
I
which was a
believe
cool
I can
one.
remedy this
I wasn't a
issue.
big fan
I
of
have
the
some ideas
song,
for
but the fact it was Tom
upgrades,
Jones I
if
thought
you
was
will,
really
that will
cool.
improve the performance of any broom you fly. What I need is someone to conduct a broom flight and report back to me so I can
Yeah,
perfect the
that's
upgrades.
probably what I would have
As
done.
it happens, another Hogwarts
If
student,
it was me.
Imelda Reyes, is using abandoned broom courses for time trials.
The
Clever
time
girl.
trials.
An ideal situation for collecting flight statistics. If you were
guy
to
talks a lot,
compete for
doesn't
the
he?
best time and succeed,
Now I know
then
how
report
you
back to
feel.
me with how your broom behaved, I could complete work on my first
So I'm
upgrade.
currently on this
What
volume
say
of Bleach, volume 48, the end of the Arrancar arc.
That sounds intriguing.
I am still
We'll see what I
on
can
volume
do.
17 of
Thank
Naruto.
you. It'll
I've
be
read a
worth
couple
your
of
while.
chapters, but not
If
very
I'm
far.
right, the new upgrade ought to enhance brooms in every regard. And I can give you a special price. The time trial should be a bit
Oh
of fun
goodness, I
too.
started reading that, I
Go
was
to
thinking,
the
what a
Quidditch
weird
pitch
dream
and
to
Imelda
have.
Reyes will sort you out.
And then I finished reading it.
Once you've beaten Imelda's time, be sure to
Oh
let me
goodness. I'm on oh, you're an idiot.
Can't help but admire Mr. Weeks' enthusiasm.
Which one is this? Volume 5 of the 3-in-1s for Shaman King. I'm on the final volume of Soul Eater Not, volume 3. I've already read the final volume of Soul Eater, the normal one, volume 17. It was really good. I really like the ending. I have to give it time to sort of like sit and to ferment, I guess, in my mind, and also to finish Soul Eater Not. I'm not sure if I'd put Soul Eater above Fairy Tail. So I just need to tap my nose. I'm a bit cold today. Even got an hoodie on, look. Got pizza slices on it. Wearing an hoodie and I'm still bloody cold. I would have turned on the heat in, but I'd forget to turn it off mid-stream. So if I end up streaming longer than planned and like go to 2 hours or something, you know, I can't just leave the heating on for 2 hours. Probably could, but I'm not going to, is my point. But yeah, I really like the ending. I won't say what the ending was, because I hadn't read Soul Eater before now, despite the fact that the manga has been around for... Well, the anime was out. I watched the anime 10 years ago or 12 years ago. So the anime's been out for like 15, 16 years, probably, something around there. But there are probably many people like me who haven't watched or read the original shonen manga. And these hardback volumes are their first experience with reading it as well. And it only came out about a week ago. So I won't spoil the ending, but I really liked it. I thought it was cool. Yeah, I'll have to see how Soul Eater Not ends, because Soul Eater Not is I don't think it's a shonen. It's not a manga I would typically enjoy, but for some reason, I'm able to enjoy a lot more variety in my manga now than I was able to before. I was very sort of stubborn, I guess, with what kind of manga I watched, manga I read or anime I watched.
Complete the tasks I've given you, and then
Shut up,
meet me in
Sharp.
my classroom to learn Gryffindor, the severing charm. It's typically used to cut an object, but can be a powerful weapon when needed.
Where are the balloons? Oh, there's supposed to be balloons here. Okay, I hit a balloon. Where is it?
Revelio.
Are the balloons invisible? Or have I unlocked like the next level of blind? Right, there's either a balloon by there or the golden snitch. I'm not sure what that noise was. Alright, well, let's hope I don't have to worry about collecting those. Gryffindor. Alright.
Imelda Reyes?
Am I oh yeah, I am a
Albie
Gryffindor.
Wink sent me.
Did he now? Still tinkering with his broom upgrade, no doubt. I tried to help him once. He nitpicked my flying technique, and that was the end of that. The nerve. Why is he
Well,
roping you
he
into this
sells
broom-testing
brooms,
silliness? You
and he is
barely
able to
started
upgrade
flying, from
them.
what I know.
You know, it's
Caught
only
wind of
natural
you
to
showing
assume
off in
he can
flying glass with
actually
Clopton.
upgrade people's brooms, and has the talent to do it since he's tinkering with it, and we know he can. So I fumbled my words there because she confused me because I'm an idiot sometimes. What I meant to say was he sells all the brooms, he upgrades brooms, so you can only assume he is a good flyer himself. Was my point. You sound jealous.
Seems someone's jealous of my skills on a broom.
Me? Slytherin Quidditch captain. Jealous of you? Everyone knows that class is only for beginners, troublemakers, and bumbling baboons. But for some reason, now people think you're competition. I can't be having that.
Perhaps I am
You
competition.
know, it's very odd that
not
she
even
says
Slytherin.
bumbling
Could be a
baboons, because
useless
that's
squib for
something
all I
that
Enough of this.
that Professor
Only one way to
McGonagall
find out who's
says.
the better flyer. I hold one of the fastest times on this course. Let's see if you can beat it. Slytherin
One of the
versus
fastest time.
Gryffindor.
But not the fastest time.
Actually, why not? I can beat your record.
I'm so looking forward to seeing you lose.
Well, you haven't seen me lose yet, and I've done this like 6 times, so prepare for another miserable defeat, Imelda.
Did it!
Alright, Helga, let's not get excited over just one little hoop. So what, what's going on with my speaking today?
Made it!
Right, I didn't get to read that properly then. Are you telling another joke? Based on that laughing face, I think you are. Alright, I'll check it after the race. Before I read it, did the man... No, that... When was the Hokey Pokey or Hokey Cokey? I always call it Pokey. Apparently it's Cokey. When was that made? See, now you've got me wondering when that... I'm going to have to look into that as well now. Because now I must know. Can I... No, I can't read that from here. Alright. Imelda crushed your score. Let's have a look at this. Traumatic part for his family was getting him in the coffin. For fuck's sake. In the coffin. Oh, goodness me. They put his left leg in. And then the trouble started. Oh, brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
That's not... You must have cheated, you... Oh!
Shut up, Slytherin.
You won. don't think this is over. You can't determine skill from one single trial.
Surely my win means something.
You're not terrible, but you're still going to have to prove yourself if you want to earn my respect.
I don't want respect from the likes of you. All you do is insult people.
You and everyone else.
And I
need to
beat
get
you
thicker
by
skin.
50 seconds.
Anyway, I'm moving on to the next course.
It wasn't even close.
It's near Irondale and offers a much tougher challenge. You can try to prepare by racing this course again. Just check in at the podium, where the leaderboard is. You can check your time and start the race. We'll see next time if your win here was more than just a fluke. Whilst on an errand for Albie Weeks.
How would you like to learn the knockback jinx Flipendo? Once you've completed the necessary tasks, come and find me in the greenhouse.
In the greenhouse. Alright,
I
where
suspect Mr. Weeks will be glad to hear how I fared.
Alright, it appears as though these balloons are just invisible. Maybe when I turn off the game and turn it back on, they will just appear. Hello?
I know a Merlin trial when I see one. Accio.
Bam! How about you? There you go.
Not my fault you're a deadly great spider.
Oh no, I have the pulse though now. Quit your whining. That's not where it's supposed to go. Give it time, it'll disappear if I send it too far the wrong way. The pulso! Come on, up there. Whoops. No! Aha! Alright, I don't even know if I'm supposed to put it up here. Oh, I am! Look at that! Look at me go! Absolute ninja.
Those Merlin trials won't get the best of me.
Right, we've wasted half an hour. Let's do a main mission, is it? Unless... Well, I gotta return to him to get my experience anyway. You know those fire exit signs in buildings? They're very old. I've heard they're on the way. Oh, goodness me. You're on a roll today. Alright, acquire all free plants. Ah, I did the wrong one. So how have you been then? Did you watch the state of play? Because I forgot about it and I watched it yesterday, I think it was. No, I watched it this morning. And I thought it was okay. Oh. I was gonna say that didn't make sense when it just cut off on the on PlayStation. It doesn't give you the full thing sometimes. I gotta grow a fluxweed. Ah, right, I'll just make one down here. You know what? I'll do the requirements off camera when I can be asked. Right now, I want to just do quests. Yeah, let's turn this one in so I can get the experience for this, and then we'll do couple of main story quests. Especially if the requirement is just grow a plant.
Oh, you're back! With
Oi.
something to report, I hope?
Mr. Weeks, I was able to set a record on my broom.
Stream boo.
Miss Reyes must have been shocked. Tell me, how was the broom?
A little turbulent and is wanting for a bit of speed, but it fared well enough. I will say that it tended to drift a bit to the left on certain
I wish the game would let you, like, you know, say it gives you 2 or 3 options, and you get to pick one that applies to you for what upgrade you want for the broom. Like, you could say, you know, like, the handling wasn't as, you know, as good as you want it to be. It was a bit slower than you wanted. The acceleration was just, you know, not very efficient. And then they upgrade the broom accordingly. And you can have maybe 3 upgrades like it gives you, but you get to pick them. So you could either go down the sensible route and having 1 for handling, 1 for speed, 1 for acceleration. Or you could be a madman and get like 3 speeds or 3 accelerations or 3 handlings. Or you can mix and match, you know, have 2 speeds and 1 acceleration. 2 handling and 1 speed or something, you know. It'd be cool if they let you actually customize the upgrades that your broom got. Right, come on then, Professor Fig. Oh. Yeah, report to Professor Fig. Doesn't he have a classroom somewhere? Oh, it is there. Oh, Professor Fig's classroom. There it is. I was looking for Fig's classroom, not Professor. I suppose that's what I get for being disrespectful to Professor Fig.
I was hoping to see you.
You're back.
Finally. Minister Spavin talks more than he listens.
Spavin?
Ranted on and on about rogue dragons. Wouldn't listen to a word about goblins.
Well,
of which,
dragons do feel a bit more pressing of a concern than...
rotten roast beef from the kitchens.
Rotten roast beef?
Did I do that?
I thought it was odd too, but then
I apparently already did that.
Sir Podmore of the Headless Hunt.
You met the Headless Hunt? That must have been interesting, to say the...
Yes, and then I had to find Richard Jackdaw's head in the pumpkin so
Hey,
that
don't
he'd tell me
interrupt.
how he died.
Who on earth is Richard Jackdaw?
He was a student here long ago. Anyway, he told me about a secret cavern. I went there, and right next to Jackdaw's skeleton, I found the missing pages.
You found the pages?
I did. And because Jackdaw had followed the map they contained, when I found the pages, I found the location on the map. Believe it or not, it's a room below Hogwarts.
Why am I not surprised? Shall we?
I was hoping you'd say that. Oh, and we'll need to bring the book.
So I've seen,
Chamber, by the way.
this one's probably more likely to get me in trouble than calling people fannies. Seen a video on Instagram before the stream, and it was on some... I guess you could question it, but I don't see why it would be a lie. But it was basically a man who owned a hotel somewhere in the UK. The Home Office came to him and asked if he would house 300 illegal immigrants in the hotel. My first question is why? If they're illegal, why are you letting them stay in a hotel? You know, it's illegal, it's a crime. There is no debate as to what should happen if someone is illegal. If someone steals something, you don't question letting them keep what they stole if you caught them, do you? But apparently, well, like he's talking about it, and basically they would have done a contract that was a rolling contract for a year. So they wanted to just have illegal immigrants, at least like around 300 of them, in this hotel for a year plus. Again, why? And secondly, he would have had to have fired all of his members of staff except for 2 people. Like that would, I'm sure he said it was like a small town or something as well, so it would have potentially crippled the economy of this little town for, quite frankly, people that don't deserve to have a town's economy crippled for them. They're illegal. They should be sent back home. See, that might get me cancelled.
Hogsmede.
And I don't care.
And over
It's true.
here, the Forbidden Forest. And, of course, Hogwarts. It's magnificent.
Like, as someone who lives in Wales, in terms of the UK, I feel very lucky because England and Ireland appear to be having a absolutely horrendous time of it. Like, I've been to Birmingham quite a few times over the decade, like the last decade, and my god, it feels like a different place nowadays. But to be fair, so does Cardiff. When I first came to Cardiff, like 15 or so years ago, just with a friend once a month, and then when I first started living here with Evie, like 8-9 years ago, and compare that to now, it's almost like a different city.
How do you do,
and it's not
Professor
a better
Fig?
city.
And you, my young friend, see now why you
They've had to like close the park after like 8 o'clock because people were getting attacked and mugged in there. One time when me and Evie were getting a megabus, there was literally a couple that were talking to the police because they just got mugged.
Each of 4 trials will, in time,
had a guy try to start a fight with me, which never happened when I came here before.
Access to invaluable knowledge. Trials that you must complete on your own. Do you recall the pensive memory?
Seems to be a lot more homeless people as well asking for stuff. And weirdly, the homeless people are almost exclusively British. It's an odd one, that.
You and your friend Charles spoke of the portkey and of trials you'd created for one who sees traces of ancient magic.
Precisely. Charles is another of the keepers. A designation we gave ourselves centuries ago.
Yeah, that's
in light
right.
of the knowledge
Latter
that we
day
have been bound
grounding.
to keep hidden.
You're barred.
Until perhaps now.
So, the passage from your ruins to Gringotts, everything in the vault, the restricted section, finding this room, none of these was a trial.
They were an important part of the journey, but they were not trials themselves.
Oh no, we're down to 2.
The fact that you have come this far, however, bodes well. The
Jason
trials
doesn't
were
agree.
designed to ensure that the power and knowledge we have kept secret for so long does not fall into the wrong hands. They will test your abilities, both innate and learned. But of equal importance, everything you witness as you complete the trials will inform what you choose to do with all that we share. You will need patience. The trials have much to teach you. It will take time.
I need to stop talking about this, so I keep trying to not talk about it on streams.
We have waited
some days
this long,
it just comes
Professor
out.
Fig. Surely a few more.
Respectfully, sir, while I do not know the secret you keep, I do know that our young friend here has seen traces of a powerful dark magic being wielded by
Not dark
goblin
magic.
kind. And we encountered an uncommonly powerful goblin wielding such magic as we prepared to leave your vault at Gringotts. We may already be too late.
This is grave news indeed. Young friend, do you trust Professor Fig?
I do.
Then, in the light of your considerable skill and all you have already accomplished, we shall begin. You will find the location of the first trial marked on the map below you. Whilst Professor Fig may assist you in locating the trials, they may be completed only by one with our ability.
I see.
Shall we have a look?
We shall. I really like this map.
I know that tower. It's not far. You may have seen it yourself.
I believe I have.
It looks familiar. Perhaps your young friend is more well-traveled than you might think.
As your mentor, the least I can do is go ahead to make sure it is safe. Join me as soon as you can.
I'll find you at the tower as soon as I can.
Why is our character so smug about knowing about the tower? Professor Fig even said you may know about it. He's not saying like, oh yes, I'm sure you are not aware of what tower this is. Like, you know. What's with the smug response of no in the tower? So odd.
It's time you learned, Glacius, the freezing spell. It is an efficient way to cool down a heated situation. But first, I will need you to complete a few tasks. Once you've done that, come and see me.
Why does the flying teacher teach you a spell, by the way? It doesn't even make sense. Same with the teacher who does, like the magical beasts. I can't remember what the class is called, but why are the teachers other than Defense Against the Dark Arts and Charms teaching you spells? Like, I understand it's because then, oh, every teacher gets to teach you a spell. But I feel like that's just weird and silly. Like, why is the potions teacher teaching you a spell and not teaching you some potions?
Revelia.
Like, surely it makes more sense for Professor Sharp to teach you the invisibility spell or something.
You thought? If you thought more while we were alive, I wouldn't be trapped here with you. Now, excuse me.
You know, like, he could teach you. Say there's 8 potions in the game, you learn 4 of them through Professor Sharp, and then the other 4 you have to buy the recipes for. And then all of, like, the offensive spells you get taught by the Defense Against the Dark Arts teacher, Dark Arts teacher, and then for the other spells, like Wingardium Leviosa and the sort of the passive ones, the Charms teacher teaches you. You could probably have some justification for other teachers teaching something, but not all of them. Just like, oh yeah, 1 spell each. There's enough to go around. Like, why is the herbology teacher teaching us Wingardium Leviosa? Wouldn't it make more sense that she, like, gives you the ability to use mandrakes and the like? Follow the butterflies. You attacking me? No. Redacto! Oh, I'm stuck. But yeah, one last thing I will say though is that video that I seen on Instagram before Trump was president and what's his face pulled back a lot of the censorship on Facebook and Instagram. Would have never seen that video if Kamala Harris was president, and like it's not even my country. There still would have been censorship that I would have been subjected to. Oh, what's this? Oh, Infinity. I want my baby back ribs. There we go. All's well that ends well. Use the pulsar. Oh no. Meet Professor Fig at the tower. Whoops. And same with like the I can't remember what the class is called. It's the teacher that Hagrid becomes later on in the 3rd movie. They could give you the ability to ride a hippogriff. They could still make it that girl who gives you a hippogriff. But maybe that teacher. Well, I suppose they do give you the ability to clean, to groom and to feed your animals.
We are not. Ranrock's loyalists. Around a dozen I can see, but could be more.
It just feels like the teachers should have done things more catered to what their whole deal is.
However, I'd like to know why they're here. They've set up camp just ahead. I suggest we investigate a little before doing anything else. Let's go.
Wands blazing.
This isn't ideal.
No, it isn't. This way. And I'd suggest we use the disillusionment charm here. No sense in announcing out.
Yes. Alright, have I got one? Have I got two? Two. Alright, we're gonna go for a bit of stealth then. There we go.
Quickly now.
Quickly now.
Lucas, don't tell us.
Well done.
Over here. Who's that? There must be something here. Ramrock said so.
Alright. So look, I'm only them kind of take out before I'm caught.
Such arrogance.
Balls.
Let's get this over with. Rather unwise coming back this. You're really not very good at this, are you? I will be.
Well, I shouldn't have commented on not being caught, because I thought he was going to keep turning, and then he just stopped, and then he stared me down like a bastard.
Orders. Directly from Ranrock.
These orders indicate that they're after something to do with names.
Oh, hello.
What names?
I will draw blood.
No, wrong one. Why are they odd that Expelliarmus hurts people? Maybe it's because Harry killed Voldemort with an Expelliarmus, technically. I know, like, he was actually his, Avada Kedavra, like, backfiring. But still. Harry did Expelliarmus.
How on earth could they have known about this place?
Maybe they were looking around and they found it.
It's more likely a coincidence that we encountered Ranrock's loyalists here.
Looks like we found the entrance.
It does look like so, doesn't it?
It's locked.
What spell was that?
An unlocking charm.
Very handy. No time now, but if you don't learn it soon enough, we can work on it back at the castle.
Also, why does, like, the janitor teach you how to do bloody Alohomora?
With robes like that, it could be anyone.
You know what I mean? It just feels like all... I don't know, just the spells are taught by the wrong people. Because it doesn't feel like they thought, nice cuppa. Only a few years old. It just feels like their whole goal was to make sure every teacher... Oh, hello. That every teacher gets to teach you something, and not that they were considering what made the most logical sense. I'm not even teacher, a member of staff.
Professor Bakar is a keeper you have yet to encounter. I'm glad to see that I was correct in presuming that we would meet again soon after our last encounter. Though I surmise, based on the commotion I heard, that you did not have an easy time getting to me.
We did not,
it was easy.
We encountered goblins outside the tower.
Easy going, really.
Goblins were aware of my vault is disquieting enough. But if they have also made a connection to this tower,
Did I finish my tea?
then the threat may be greater than I thought. All the more reason for us to move forward. Downstairs, near the entry, a reservoir of ancient magic, like those you've seen before, has been unlocked. Commanded to access a doorway. I'm afraid I cannot say more. As Professor Fig cannot join you, he and I will, in time, see you back at the map chamber. Remember what you see.
We're going to need to understand how Ranrock's loyalists knew about a tower that once belonged to a keeper.
Yeah.
For the moment, however, you've more important things to set your mind to.
Oh, this is
a reservoir of ancient
an
magic,
anime that I've owned for about a decade. Still haven't watched it. I've watched, I think, season 1 and 2. I don't remember it very well, but I'm going to rewatch it soon. I have like
Reservoir of ancient magic.
I have an order to things, and I will watch things in a certain way. But it's called Hakoki, I think is how you say it. And again, I don't remember much about it other than I think it's a historical anime. And I think, I've never even looked to see if it has a manga. But you got, there's 3 seasons to it, so I got season 1. Called Demon of the Fleeting Blossom. Then you got season 2, which is Demon of the Fleeting Blossom, Record of the Jade Blood, which is that one. And then same again, Fleeting Blossom, Dawn of the Shinsengumi. So yeah, alright, so it's the Shinsengumi. And then you got Memory of the Snowflowers. One of these, I believe it's just OVA, so not actually a season of the show. Yeah, I bought them like 10, 12 years ago or something, and I remember watching them. Oh, it's probably this one, because this one is only a single disc. Episodes 1 through 6. What was this? This doesn't say what episodes it has. Does this one? Yes, this one does. And so does this one. Well, I'll figure out which is which, but yeah, I'm going to finally give this a watch. Like I say, I have a natural order to things. I'm currently watching Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood and Dragon Ball. They are, of course, rewatches. I'm also watching, I don't have a cuppa, cheat ourselves in there. Solo Leveling, which is not a rewatch. And Rurouni Kenshin, not a rewatch either. I've read Rurouni Kenshin and I'm currently on my 2nd read, but I haven't watched it. But that's weekly as well, and I think there's only 1 episode or 2 episodes left, and then I'm gonna have to wait until the next or season, whatever you want to call it. But I got a few things in my list to watch. I think the ones I've written down are basically rewatches, except for maybe 1 or 2. Let's have a look. What have I got? I will tell you my rewatch. Where is it? Ah, here we go. It's by here. So I got Eden Zero. Oh yeah, so Eden Zero and the original Shaman King. Neither of those are both first-time watches. Nura Season 2, which is a rewatch. The Nia anime, which is a first time. Yu-Gi-Oh, which is a rewatch. Shaman King 2021, the one from Netflix, so that's a first time watch. Chainsaw Man, I want to finally finish off Season 1, because I'm on like episode 4. And then Hakoki. Or Hakauki, however you say the thing. But yeah, maybe I'll push that one up a little bit. Reorganize things, because I might just prioritize the ones that are on disc. So once I finish Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, instead of going to Eden Zero and Shaman King.
Impressive.
Well, actually, no, I want to do Shaman King. I can't push back. Shaman King is the next one after I finish Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, because I have Shaman King twice. So I need to put as big of a distance between the 2 Shaman Kings. Even though the 2nd Shaman King covers the entire manga and the original one doesn't. I've already read past where the original one diverts, but I haven't read all of Shaman King. So I'd like to read it all first before watching all of it, the new one. So delaying that so I can read if not all of it, basically all of it would be good, would be acceptable. Because then, when I say, is it like 51 episodes, I think? So, say I've got 1 or 2 volumes left to buy of the 3-in-1. I can just wait and not watch the final 10 episodes or something, and then quickly buy the final 2 volumes and read it, and then I can watch something else.
Revelio.
Which is what I would end up doing. Like, I got a few that I'm currently watching, just waiting for more episodes to come out. Like Fire Force, Fairy Tale 100 Years Quest, Bleach 1000 Year Blood War, Kaiju number 8.
These are never a welcome sight.
And then I can't remember the other ones off the top of my head. Yeah. Not welcome at all. Oh, you can't... Oh yeah, let's see. How dare you break that egg! Your father's facing an inquiry at work. Got beaten up by your own weapon for the most part there, boyo. Right, so I gotta go between left and up. Yeah, the stream is still alive. Whoa, what the hell just happened? I did Accio on it. Oh. Oh. I don't like that they fixed that. Hello? I'll take that.
More statues.
We've had one statue, yeah. I pressed roll. What about second statue? There you go, one down. So far, the easiest way to defeat these guys is to just do that. But these spells are... the only difference is Accio and Depulso. Huh? Why am I collecting those for? I haven't used my special. Do you lose them sometimes?
Revelio.
Whoops. Ah, yes, my award. Oh, wait a minute.
Seems I ought to explore this archway from both sides.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's enough. Whoop. I'm sure there's a logical way to get that chest, I just can't be asked.
I'll never get used to these floors.
So I really like these floors, I think they're really cool. I really like how they made them. Alright. Oh, wrong button. That's right. Yeah. Oh god. Well, there we are. Ah! Oh god. Right, now that was not yours to break. Right, I did something with the pulsar apparently. Ah. Alright, well, you will get this. Because I can't have the same one on both of them. The same fire spell. No. That feels more correct to me. The placement. No. I will get used to it. Yeah, because this pulls them towards me, that I can hit them with Incendio. And that one hits them away. I don't remember what I did a second ago, if I just put it back to exactly what it was 2 moments earlier. Oh. Ah! Woo! Thank you. Oh, that was close. Ah, wait a minute.
Now to see what's changed on each side of this archway.
Hooah! Can I climb onto that from there? Can I climb onto here? Ah! Oh, that was close. This'll do the trick.
Things are definitely different on either side of the archway. But how?
Woman, I know. Okay. Oh, we got 18. Right. We should be fine for this fight. What you bleeping about? Waterstones. Okay.
Don't like the look of this.
Ow! My legs! Fuck off! Did not mean to do that. Right, I kept most of the eggs for this guy. Alright. This might take a while. I wish I did damage to him. That doesn't even hurt him. That appeared to do a fair bit of damage. Oh yeah, that's good. Oh. I did Levioso. Why didn't it work? Oh, we nearly got him out of the first phase. Ah, I see. If I'm too close, I do the spell on him directly. Oh, you're a fucking cunt. Oh. Oh, what was that? I can't tell, is this audio me or the game? It's weird. I think it's the game. Oh, let's try. Did that hurt him? There we go. Yeah, he does take damage when I do that. He takes 75. I'm pretty sure it's from that anyway. Oh. Yeah, it seems like it only hurts him if I get it perfect. If I get like a perfect block, or maybe I need to be closer to him. Yeah! Without a single finish. Whew! How long did that take? That was like...
What a relief.
I don't remember exactly what time that fight started, but that was potentially up to 20 minutes. It's been 20 minutes, I think, or 25 minutes, around about that, since I last looked at the time. I don't recall if that was at the start of this fight or like 1 or 2 fights before. Let me just grab that right there. Let's go. That's a spicy meatball. Yeah, trying to get myself back into the groove of streaming, because I got that Bleach game coming out in about, I think it's in March it comes out, and I cannot wait. I'm going to stream that. I don't know if it's going to be a blind playthrough, because for one, I've watched Bleach like 2 or 3 times, and I've read it 2 or 3 times, so it's not going to be blind in any sense of the word. Unless it has unique game content, like, you know. Oh, there's a bit of jittering going on with her, but there, look.
'Tis agonizing to see those we love suffer.
Weird. But at minimum, I'm going to do a first impressions, play the game for an hour, and then I might, if the game lets me have 2 separate saves, then I'm going to do like an offline playthrough and such. If it's one save at a time, I will decide at the time, depending on how well the stream does, and how well it does on the YouTube end as well.
To use this magic that you're mastering to transfigure more than the physical world. But human emotion is a potent force unto itself. Even the most well-meaning and competent witch cannot possibly...
The other cool things are with this, so it's got all of the Bond movies' names. That's what that like white pattern is on there. It's just the names of the movies. I say it's a shame that the cases are so boring. Because the discs themselves are cool. It's got the 007 logo with the movie's name. Like, they're very simple, but I like... It's like the Final Fantasy appeal, you know.
Something sillier than I could ever imagine in their tea leaves.
GoldenEye.
Oh, Miss Morganach, welcome back to Hogwarts, Professor.
That's going to take some getting used to. Professor Rickwood?
I was so pleased to hear that you'd accepted the position of Defense Against the Dark Arts, Professor.
I am very much excited to go through all of these movies. I might watch GoldenEye soon, and then just rewatch it when the time comes.
There's much I'd like to
But I don't want to burn myself out on it, you know.
That would be delightful. We shall let the others know.
Very well.
And I've never seen Casino Royale. Or, I might have seen Quantum of Solace. I don't remember if I've seen that. I've seen Skyfall, I've seen Spectre, I've seen No Time to Die, shit.
Another memory. Now to find a way
I've definitely seen GoldenEye, I've said many times. And I'm pretty sure I've seen Tomorrow Never Dies, The World Is Not Enough, and Die Another Day. Because my older brother, he had the Pierce Brosnan movies. I'm sure he had all 4 of them when we were younger. So I've seen maybe all 4 of them, of Pierce's movies, when I was younger. or maybe 2 or 3 of them. At least 2, maybe 3 of them.
Stone. That must be the.
But I am looking forward to finally seeing them for certain. Because like I say, I've been loving the Sean Connery ones. I'm excited to see the other Bonds as well. So I want to get the Johnny English movies as well, and
I'm a student at Hogwarts,
Austin Powers, because obviously they're like the parody movies for Bond. And I haven't seen them for a long time. I know I really liked Johnny English, because I like Rowan Atkinson. Is it Rowan Atkinson? I always get confused if it's Rowan Atkins or Rowan Atkinson. I think it's Rowan Atkins. I always say Atkinson though.
You in the Pensive in Gringotts with Professor Rackham.
I'm pretty sure I do it all the time and I do it wrong.
Access Professor Rackham's vault, and you deciphered the map within the locket you found floating above that Pensive.
I did. I found something that I can't identify floating above the last Pensive.
Oh no, it is Atkinson.
Yes.
Rowan Atkinson, or Rowan Atkinson.
You must take care to keep them safe. You'll need them to complete the journey we have set forth for you. Once you have them all, we will tell you what to do with them.
Very well.
Yeah, I really like Rowan Atkinson. I think he's brilliant. So I want to do Johnny English again.
I would like to speak with Charles.
And I haven't seen Austin Powers for a very long time.
Goblins?
And I don't think I've ever seen Goldmember, or if I have, I don't remember it. I just remember the character of Goldmember, and I remember people talking about him and like doing the quotes. I know I've seen the first one.
They also encountered a powerful goblin in my vault at Gringotts.
Let's have a look. I remember the sharks of laser beams. I remember the weird scene with the tent where they pull in the things and it looks like she's pulling stuff out of Austin's ass. I remember Fat Bastard. I remember Goldmember with the whole I love gold and all that business. The $1 million. I remember Mini-Me.
But we can't be sure of its significance.
Doesn't Dr. Evil turn out to be Austin's brother or something? I think I remember that, but I'm not entirely certain. So I'm sure I've seen all 3 of them at least once.
She argued with Professor Rackham about using magic
16 plus years ago, or whenever they came out, basically. I don't remember.
Now, we should learn what
but it would have been before I met Evie, and it would have been when I was in comp, because I remember my friend Daniel Edwards. Probably shouldn't have said his full name, but it's all good. There's probably tons of them in the world.
They seemed friendly.
Well, it's
my friend Daniel.
See what you can find out.
I know he loved Austin Powers, so maybe I watched one of them with him.
Yes, sir.
I just remember the one with the tent scene, watching that at home. Before you go...
Professor?
Have you encountered swirling traces of magic in the world?
It's a kind of magic, don't you know?
Not that I recall. What are they?
Evidence of the Keeper's efforts to manipulate the power of ancient magic during our time. If I am correct, and I usually am, you should be able to use them to inform and enhance your own magic.
Thank you, sir. I will look out for them.
New season. I love these scenes when the season changes, and the fact that they haven't done an update to allow me to change the season by myself, which I think they have for photo mode, isn't it? In photo mode you can change the season. Percival Rackham's trial. Right, so we're going to leave it by here for today. We're going to create a new save slot as well, so we can gain access to the 2 seasons now. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed. If you have, please consider leaving a like and maybe subscribing to the channel. It would be greatly appreciated. I'm going to try and talk less about the sort of political things. I am making an effort to talk about it less, and I'm making an effort to just engage with it less in general. Just sometimes it comes out, and I know it's divisive, and I don't mean to be. It's just, if you don't get to decide what your brain wants to talk about in that moment, I suppose. But yeah, I'm trying to avoid talking about it and just have fun with the streams. So I do apologize when it does you know, creep out, because that's not what I'm here for. It's just here to have a fun time and what have you. So yeah, take care, have a fantastic rest of your day. Like and subscribe, follow or maybe subscribe if you really enjoy and would like to support the channel. It would be greatly appreciated, but it is what it is. And I will hopefully see you in the future, in a future stream. Bye now, in the future. Woo.